Welcome to Interesting History for YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more interesting history. The Alaska House of Representatives has a rich history that dates back to before the state was even officially recognized. Understanding the origins of this legislative body provides valuable insights into the development of Alaska as a state and the important role that the House has played in shaping its future. In this video, we will delve into the history of the Alaska House of Representatives, exploring its beginnings, key figures, major milestones, and the role of Indigenous peoples in shaping its identity. Join us on this journey through Alaska House of Representatives history. Before statehood, Alaska's territorial legislature. Long before Alaska adorned the United States map as its 49th state, it was governed under the Alaska Territorial Legislature, a framework put into place by the Second Organic Act of 1912. This early legislative body set the stage for what will become a rich tradition of governance and civic engagement in Alaska. With a bicameral structure, it featured a House of Representatives alongside a Senate, mirroring the familiar setup found in the broader United States Congress, but tailored to meet the unique needs of Alaska's diverse and widespread communities. Members of the House of Representatives were elected to represent the various districts across the sprawling territory, each bringing to the table the specific concerns, hopes, and aspirations of their constituents. These early representatives were pioneers in their own right, navigating the complexities of governance in a region marked by its vast landscapes and sparse population. Their work laid the foundational stones for the robust political culture that would eventually support Alaska's transition to statehood. The territorial legislature was more than just a governing body. It was a symbol of the determination of Alaskans to manage their affairs and make their voices heard on the national stage. Through their efforts, they set in motion the gears of progress, advocating for infrastructure development, education, and the establishment of a legal framework that would serve the people of Alaska long into the future, engaging with issues from fisheries to mining and from indigenous rights to economic development. The members of this early legislature confronted the challenges of their times with resilience and foresight. Their actions not only shaped the trajectory of Alaskan governance, but also forged a path toward the eventual achievement of statehood, marking a pivotal chapter in the Alaska House of Representatives history. The push for statehood and its impact. The journey toward Alaska's statehood is a tale of determination, vision, and the relentless spirit of its residents. As early as the 20th century, Alaskans began voicing their desire for greater autonomy and representation at the federal level. This wasn't just about gaining a seat at the table. It was about establishing Alaska's right to self-determination and to shape its own destiny. The movement for statehood had gathered pace, driven by the conviction that Alaska could thrive under its stewardship. Key to this push was the widespread belief among Alaskans that statehood would bring with it the ability to manage natural resources, direct economic development, and craft a government that truly reflected the values and needs of its diverse populace. The debates and discussions that ensued highlighted the resilience of Alaskans, their deep connection to their land, and their aspirations for a future built on equity, respect, and prosperity. The culmination of these efforts was a momentous event. On January 3, 1959, Alaska was officially declared the 49th state of the United States. This transition was far from symbolic. It signified the birth of the Alaska House of Representatives, among other institutions, marking a new chapter in Alaskan governance. With statehood, Alaska assumed control over its legislative agenda, setting the stage for innovative policies and groundbreaking legislation that would steer the state through decades of growth and change. This era heralded new opportunities for Alaskans to influence federal policies, assert their rights on the national stage, and work collaboratively to overcome the geographical and environmental challenges unique to the state. The impact of statehood on Alaska's political, social, and economic landscape is profound, reflecting the indomitable will of its people to forge a path that honors their heritage while embracing the possibilities of the future. The first assembly of the Alaska House of Representatives. In 1959, a historic gathering unfolded as the first assembly of the Alaska House of Representatives convened. This marked a significant milestone in Alaska's journey, transitioning from a territory to a full-fledged state with its own legislative body. Representatives from all corners of the state, many for the first time, took their seats in this newly formed chamber, eager to tackle the pressing issues of their constituents and lay down the foundational laws that would guide Alaska into its promising future. This initial assembly was not just about legislative processes. It was about building a shared vision for what Alaska could become. It was a diverse group, bringing together voices from varied backgrounds, professions, and regions. Each representative brought unique insights and priorities to the table, reflective of the diverse communities they served. Together, they embarked on the formidable task of crafting legislation that would address the immediate needs of Alaskans while setting the stage for sustainable growth and development. The focus of their efforts ranged widely, from establishing a robust educational framework to ensuring the responsible management of natural resources. Economic development, healthcare, and infrastructure were also high on the agenda, with debates and discussions reflecting a deep commitment to making decisions that would benefit future generations. This assembly set a precedent for collaboration and bipartisanship that will become a hallmark of the Alaska House of Representatives. By working across party lines and putting the interests of the state above individual or political agendas, they exemplified the spirit of unity and determination that continues to inspire lawmakers today. The first assembly of the Alaska House of Representatives was a testament to the resolve of Alaskans to forge their path, a crucial step in the ongoing story of Alaska's governance, and a beacon for the challenging yet rewarding work that lay ahead. Key figures in the early years. In the foundational period of the Alaska House of Representatives, several prominent figures emerged as pivotal to the shaping of Alaska's legislative and governmental landscape. Noteworthy among them was Bob Bartlett, whose steadfast dedication to Alaska's cause paved the way for the state's eventual admission into the Union. His contributions, alongside those of Ted Stevens, an influential figure who later served with distinction in the United States Senate, were instrumental in navigating the intricate path toward statehood and beyond. Eben Hobson, another notable figure, brought a unique perspective to the table, advocating tirelessly for the rights and recognition of indigenous peoples within Alaska. His efforts underscored the importance of inclusive governance and the recognition of Alaska's rich cultural heritage. These leaders, among others, set a precedent for passionate service and visionary leadership in the early years of the Alaska House of Representatives. Their work laid a solid foundation for the state's political journey, demonstrating the impact of strong, committed leadership on the course of history. Through their various roles, whether in advocacy, legislation, or governance, they each contributed to the collective effort to build a resilient, forward-looking Alaska. Their legacy is not merely in the laws they helped pass or the policies they advocated for, but in their unwavering belief in Alaska's potential and the power of dedicated public service. Their stories are integral to understanding the early dynamics and successes of the Alaska House of Representatives, reflecting a period of transformation and the hard work required to mold Alaska's future. Major milestones and legislative achievements. Throughout its history, the Alaska House of Representatives has been a cornerstone of legislative innovation, marking several significant achievements that have steered the state towards prosperity and justice. One of the most transformative milestones was the Alaska Native Claims Settlement Act, ANCEA, of 1971, a landmark decision that resolved long-standing issues related to indigenous land claims and laid the groundwork for a new era of indigenous enterprise and self-determination in Alaska. Another pivotal achievement is the establishment of the Alaska Permanent Fund in 1976, which ensured that a portion of oil revenues would be saved for future generations. This visionary policy not only secures financial stability for the state, but also provides annual dividends to Alaskan residents, fostering a shared sense of prosperity and investment in the state's future. The House has also been instrumental in passing critical environmental legislation, such as the Alaska National Interest Lands Conservation Act, ANILCA of 1980, which expanded national parks and wildlife refuges, protecting millions of acres of natural beauty and biodiversity. This act underscores Alaska's commitment to preserving its unparalleled landscapes for recreational, cultural, and ecological purposes. Additionally, the House has championed education and healthcare reforms, improving access and quality for all Alaskans. It has navigated the complexities of state infrastructure development, ensuring that even the most remote communities are connected and supported. These legislative achievements underscore the Alaska House of Representatives' enduring commitment to progress, equity, and the well-being of all its residents. Each milestone reflects a forward-looking approach, addressing immediate needs while paving the way for a thriving future for the state and its people. The role of Indigenous peoples in shaping the House. Indigenous peoples have been instrumental in influencing the legislative direction and priorities of the Alaska House of Representatives. With a deep connection to the land and a rich cultural heritage, Alaska's Native communities bring a vital perspective to state governance. The Alaska House of Representatives, recognizing the unique insights and contributions of these communities, has sought to incorporate Indigenous voices in its legislative processes. This inclusivity has been a driving force for meaningful policy discussions and decisions that respect and uphold the sovereignty of Indigenous peoples. The collaboration between the House and Alaska's Native communities has led to groundbreaking legislation, such as the Alaska Native Claims Settlement Act, which not only addressed long-standing land rights issues, but also fostered economic development and self-determination for Indigenous peoples. The engagement with Indigenous leaders and community members has enriched the legislative landscape, ensuring that policies reflect the diverse needs and aspirations of all Alaskans. Through open dialogue and partnership, the House has worked to tackle issues of importance to Indigenous communities, ranging from education and healthcare to natural resource management and cultural preservation. This commitment to embracing Indigenous perspectives underscores the Alaska House of Representatives' dedication to a governance model that is inclusive, respectful, and responsive. The active participation of Indigenous peoples in shaping the House's agenda highlights the power of diversity in creating a more equitable and just legislative body. By continuing to listen to and learn from Alaska's Indigenous communities, the House not only honors the state's heritage, but also strengthens its future. Modern challenges and evolutions. As the world around us changes, so too must the Alaska House of Representatives evolve to confront the modern challenges that face our state. In today's rapidly shifting landscape, issues such as climate change, sustainable economic development, and technological innovation are at the forefront of the legislative agenda. These topics are not just challenges, they represent opportunities for growth and progress that the House is uniquely positioned to address. The House's role in navigating these waters is crucial. By fostering a collaborative environment, it can harness the collective expertise of its members, alongside input from the communities they represent, to develop forward-thinking policies that safeguard Alaska's environmental majesty while promoting economic vitality. This balance is essential for ensuring that Alaska remains a place where future generations can thrive. Moreover, the advent of new technologies and the digital economy presents both hurdles and possibilities. The House is tasked with creating an environment that encourages innovation and supports the digital infrastructure needed for remote areas ensuring all Alaskans can participate in our state's economic and social life. In facing these modern challenges, the Alaska House of Representatives continues to embody the pioneering spirit of Alaska, embracing change, fostering inclusivity, and promoting sustainability are more than just goals. They are the pillars upon which the House builds its legislative agenda. Through these efforts, the House not only addresses the immediate needs of today, but also lays the groundwork for a prosperous and resilient Alaska future. This channel is made possible by sponsors and viewers like you. For sponsorship opportunities, please contact IH Business. At Interesting History,